forging a knife, I should say. I have a piece of 1095 high carbon steel, and we're going to forge a blade out of it. On my last live stream, we made this knife, which still needs to be ground and heat treated and everything, but that's kind of the idea. I'm a blacksmith, I forge stuff, so welcome, stick around, and let's make some stuff. So we got the coal forge going right over here. Heating up the metal, and then we're going to bring it over to the anvil and do some forging. So, step one is just knocking down the corners to create our point. And there we go. Actually, I should probably show you. So I just knocked down the corner right there, and I'm going to keep going until this becomes a point. And once we have that, that'll be the beginning of our blade. That lighting is just awful. Yeah, let's keep going. I'm doing this vertically. I don't know if that's actually ideal or not, but I'm just doing what I want. So hopefully this is bearable if you're watching after the stream and you're just watching it normally. But maybe leave a comment below if you want me to do more horizontal, because the last stream I did was horizontal. And we already burnt my metal. That's not good at all. So I don't know if you noticed there, but that was quite sparkly, and I started to burn the metal. I didn't have time to bring the camera down to the anvil because I almost ruined everything. But check it out. Hardly any burn scars. I don't know if any of you know what burn scars are, but there isn't any. It usually looks all porous and corroded like rust, but luckily I hammered it all out, and I think the structure of this metal is still intact. So let's keep going. Yeah. There we go. So we're just forging a knife. Something somewhat similar to this. The handle will be similar, but the blade shape is going to look a little more pointy, I guess you could say. All right. I've got to be a little more careful. I'm not going to burn this. But I think we're good so far. My tongs are taking a beating and they're starting to get all bent out of shape. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to have to make a new pair of tongs sometime. I do have more, but these are the blade tongs I use for these size of knives. So I'll probably remake a pair of tongs at some point. Let me show you here. That is the blade shape so far. We are just doing the point, kind of something like that. And then we're going to draw it out a little longer. Back into the forge. There we go. So, coal forge is just going right here. And add some coal around. We are making a 1095 knife. That's probably... I'll draw you the knife shape I'm going for, and I'll show you, so you have a better idea of what I'm actually making here. Let me find some paper. Paper and a marker. All right, here we are. I'm just going to give you a little sketch of what we're making. There goes the lid. The cap, I mean. Something of this sort of aesthetic. My sketching skills aren't ideal right now. You never saw that. You didn't see that. Let me retry. So, we're going to have a nice kind of drop point-esque. This will come back down. Something of this sort. And this is a very way rough sketch, but this is the idea. Something of that sort. Wow, that is a terrible drawing. Trust me, I can blacksmith better than I can draw. So stay tuned, and we are going to forge this knife. Got the point, and we're just going to bring it down some more. So, by leaving the bottom face on the flat of the anvil, I forge on a 45 and create a nice sharp point right there. So now what we're gonna do is forge out the blade width just down a bit, because right now it's very bulky. And then we'll put in our notch for the handle and we can start doing our blade shape. I don't believe. Screw you. No. I can blacksmith. I'm actually a very good blacksmith. Trust me. I don't have any proof in the shop right now. I'll show you. Just keep watching and you'll see me make a knife. So now that we have our point forged, I'm just going to draw down the width of the blade. All right, let's just see. All right. Sure. Dang it all. I'll prove to you I can blacksmith, I swear. So, now that I got the width down a little more, I'm going to put in the notch for the handle, and then we can forge out the rest of the blade. Bada bing, bada boom. Here's a sword I've been working on. I can blacksmith. This is a little bit of proof. I do have to finish this sword at some point. We'll get to it eventually. All right, so now I'm just going half on, half off to forge out the blade shape. So, got the notch in the blade, and now I can keep on refining that, and that'll separate the blade from the handle. And there we are. It's probably painted. Dang it all. He knows too much. He knows too much. Yeah, I've been practicing my painting skills. I can get that really nice glimmer off the light. It's acrylic paint. That's what it is. All right. This is a little bit of effort, you know, pretending to blacksmith, you know, just... This is painted too. It's just a piece of wood I carved. I can burn it right now in the fire. Just toss it in. So, it's definitely wood. I did. There we go. So, all right. There we go. So, we got the notch for the handle started, but now I'm going to work on the blade. I'm going to lengthen it a bit, and then just refine the handle, and then get to beveling. I think he's getting angry. I'm super offended that you think I'm a painter and a wood crafter, or whatever it is they're called. Carpenter. Not a carpenter. Just because you're angry doesn't... I can hit what I want. I can do what I want. I'm not angry, okay? I'm just upset. All right. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness. All right. You want a closer view of the anvil? Then you can see me hitting more stuff. Oh. Yes, a view. Thank you, Nathan. Once. I'll get a really nice close-up just for you in a second, okay? What I'm doing now is just getting a distal taper, getting the tip nice and thin, and then where the handle is, it'll be its thickest point. Hey, we got a Russian person in here. That's pretty cool. This is a close-up of me. And this is a close-up of the metal. I don't know which is prettier. That's for you to decide. And there we are. Whew. Aw, that means so much to me. I'm so touched. Can you, if I turn... Oh, perfect. Maybe you can. I think you can see me doing chin-ups. exercise is good for you. Don't forget that. Ta-da! All right. Back to knife making. All right. So, I'm pretty happy with that blade length. It's looking a little wonky right now, but that's just how it starts. I'm going to draw out the handle a little more, and then we're going to bevel the blade, the edge. Oh, flip it around. There we go. Oh. It is, isn't it? I'm hoping we're 17 minutes into this live stream. I think I could get this done in the next like 15. I work pretty fast, I'd say. Oh. Water. That's what I need. I don't know if I can look at the time while live streaming. Oh, I can. Perfect. For using wood. Dang it all. He knows too much. All right. Almost there. I'm not a woodworker. I take offense to that. So we're just bringing down that handle. This looks very wonky right now, but it just takes a minute. Bonk, bonk. You guys are goofs, goofy people. All right. See, the joke's on you, Nathan. I should be working on your knife sheath, but I'm doing this instead. So my apologies. I'm so sorry. I need to get saran wrap, and I just haven't been to town yet. Man, my tongues are really taking a beating. There we go. Perfect. I need a ball peen hammer. Here we are. So what I'm just starting to do here is just roll the edges of the spine to give the handle some more thickness. Oh, what are you saying? No way your mom doesn't have. She doesn't. She doesn't have any. We're out. Because you're not supposed to use a lot of plastic. It's bad for the environment. And I need the saran wrap to wrap the blade before I soak the whole thing in water to get a nice tight fit on the leather sheath. There's method to my madness. Or maybe I'm just mad and we pretend there's method. All right, back to that blade. Come on. So now I'm going to be forging the bevels of the blade. That shouldn't take too long, and it'll give the blade a nice sweeping curve, and it'll look a lot more aesthetic than it is right now. Oh. My pants are casually falling down, so we're just going to go off screen for a second and fix that. Before I burn my blade, though. All right. You're not ready for this. You see the nice straight blade? We're going to curve it. Give it some nice aesthetic. So, I'll need more heat, but this is starting to curve and get its shape. Burn, please, I don't want to burn the blade. This is for someone, so it needs to be at least a little structural. All right. Whew. Thank you. I'm actually putting a little bit of effort into this to make it look nice and to also be somewhat of an enjoyable host as I do this for you. Usually I just go brain dead when I'm blacksmithing, but now I'm actually talking to people, which is strange, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. All right. And now some more beveling. So that I think is looking pretty good. I'll do another heat just to clean it up, refine it a bit. But that's the blade shape I'm looking for. All the rest of like the cleanup will be done on the grinder. And I'm thank you, Nathan. And I thank you, Nathan, for being here for me. And Cole. You guys are way too kind. What is the intended purpose of the knife? I was gonna say violence, but that's not good. We don't do that around here. Not in these parts. Not after the incident, that is. This is just for some groomsmen who are going to be carrying them. I think they're just groomsmen gifts or something like that. I have to make 5, and this is the second one. So I'll probably be live streaming each knife I forge. And they're all different, so they'll all be unique. So come back, probably, if I do this again, which I probably will. I don't know when, though. But it'll happen, I'm sure. So yeah, let's just keep cleaning up this blade shape and then get on to the finishing the handle. La, la, la. All right. Yeah. So yeah, this one is the first one. It needs a lot of grinding, but I think this one's so far my favorite, even though it's the first one. Ugh. Please don't burn. There we go. All right. Perfect. So that's looking quite splendid. Now I'm going to flip it around and finish off the handle. It needs some grinding to me. Yeah, it definitely does. But that's later. I like forging more, and it's a lot cleaner. Grinding just shoots sparks in your face, and it's not enjoyable. Unless you're kind of like into that sort of stuff. But we don't need to talk about that here. There we go. Sleepy boy. Too bad you can't grind wood. That's true. You can sand wood. You can. I do it all the time because that's what I work with wood. Oh man. Do you guys want to like see closer up to the anvil, or is this distance like comfortable? Oi, 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 these tongs. All right. Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna now clip off this like flaring end because, well, where'd the knife go? These two knives have been made from the same piece of metal, so I just need to clean off that end with the cutoff hardy, and then we'll be able to forge off the handle and it'll be done. Almost there. Cutoff hardy, a very splendid and useful tool. Just a little dangerous because you can chop off your finger very easily. Oh. My, oh my. So I have another knife in the toaster oven over yonder, right there. That's a flaying knife for my grandpa, my 80-year-old grandpa. That'll be an actual full video that'll come out in the next few weeks, maybe week, probably, hopefully in the next week it'll come out. All right. Now we're just gonna cut this off. And there we go. Come on. Break it off. There we go. So now we have a nice aesthetically trimmed butt end of the knife. I'm just going to clean it all up, and then this thing will be done and ready for grinding. What are you saying? Aw. No, don't flirt. That was wait. No. It's okay. It's okay to flirt. I accept it gratefully, but maybe not in public. And there we are. Almost done. Oh. I'm so confused. That's valid. I think you've confused me and you've also confused yourself, but we're all right with that. Oh. All right. Last few steps right here. All right. Almost there. So, you can see what I'm doing. I'm simply thickening up the spine of the handle in comparison to the spine of the blade. That's a little hot. Don't touch that. So with the ball peen, I'm just spreading it out because then I'm going to do a leather wrap around the handle and that'll give it a nice grip. Good morning, Jingles. So yeah, we're almost there. I'm just going to do a couple more heats like this and then I think we'll be able to call this knife done. Hooey. So, hey, that's pretty sweet. We got a whole crew here. And this knife has only taken me like 30 minutes to make. That's pretty impressive. Climbing to Freedom's here. We haven't chatted in a while. Brings a tear to my eye. Okay, now hear me out, guys. Got a whole crew here. I know you guys don't like have a really like personal draw to me. We all have this like mutual hatred. But the like button could help me out. I'm just saying, like casually putting it in the wind, that could help me. What is it? See how long you can hold the tang? What is? Okay, if you like the video, we'll try it out. Okay. I don't know if I can get it white hot or else I'll burn the knife and then we'll wreck the knife. And we don't want to wreck the knife. I spent a half an hour on it, right? All right. Ayo, we got some likes. Oh, that means so much. All right. So it's just a little red hot, but I'll do it with the glove on so I'm not going to die inside a little, okay? But there you go. That is pretty much the knife. I'll flip it around so you can see the blade as well. Yeah. So that's our knife shape. This was the first one. They both need a lot of grinding work, but they turned out all right. And that took me a bit over half an hour. So I'm quite impressed. I'll have to do maybe a little touch up here and there. How the frig do you like? I think you have to press the like thumbs up button or something. I don't know. I'm just the one live streaming. I'm not the one watching it. So, but yeah, that's our knife. Is there anything else you guys want to see before I disappear off the face of the earth forever? I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty happy. I should probably straighten it up a little. Yeah. That's not bad. Just needs a little work. Do another one. Do another knife. All right. Well, you don't have to like it, Climbing to Freedom, because I know that you have this deep adoration for me. So the thumbs up button, don't worry about it. Go to portrait view, close live chat. That might work. Or I think you're telling him how to like. I was like, should I just end the stream? All right. Well, Cole, you want me to do another knife? I could start one. I could start another knife if you guys care to watch. I've got nothing better to do at the moment, so that's looking all right. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll just set this aside and we can throw another piece in the fire. Just go press and hold when and it comes up. Oh, interesting. Good to know. I think I just got to straighten this a little bit. It's a little wonky. Turtle dove. Actually, I just realized something. I'm going to tweak this a bit. So if you look at the spine, it has a bit of like an S bend, or I guess like a concave curve. But then we look at this knife, and it has a convex curve, right? So, and that's what I want. I'm going to take this, tweak it a little, and give it a nice just radius along the spine. He's tweaking. Dang it. How'd you find out? All right. These guys. I need the bending forks. This will be how I just tweak the knife shape. And then we'll get a nice radius, excuse me, and it'll look pristine. I can start another one. I do, just keeping an eye on the metal. I have to make a kukri looking knife, if you know what a kukri is. So I could start that one next, if you guys would like. Oh man. I think I'm running out of water though. I might have to switch to more water. More water. I drink water while I do blacksmithing. I was not insinuating anything else. Alright. So we got some heat on it. Into the bending forks that are actually too small. That's a shame. I think I can make it work. Yep. That's what I want. Just a slight little recurve. Not recurve. Radius. I don't want the recurve. Get this bit. Okay. So I suppose that is about where I want it. Now I'll just do a quick sketch on this to show you what I'm going to be grinding away. So the spine, I just pushed it down a bit. It's not as much as I want. So I'm going to take it down like that, if you can see that soapstone mark, just to take that point off to give this a nice curve. This point needs to drop a little. It's a little too curved. And so we want to sharpen it up so it's actually pointy. Something of that sort, if you can see it. And then this will get hollowed out a bit deeper to give it a bit more aesthetic. But that's about it. We can toss this one aside. That is 2 of the 5 knives done. And I guess we can start the next one. Whew. Just a little bit of effort here and there. Oh. This is the 1095 steel I'd be using. It's very pristine, and it makes very strong and durable knives. Into the fire. Oh. Now I gotta remember how to make a kukri knife. Now we're finishing check. The finishing of each knife happens later on. I'm gonna forge all 5 knives during like the live streams, and then perhaps I'll live stream me grinding all the knives at once as well. And then I also have to heat treat them, handle wrap them, finish grind them, all that sort of stuff, which will take some time. So maybe I'll live stream all of that. But right now we're just forging the blades. Actually, I can go up here. All right. I really don't want to burn the metal like I did last time because that was not very ideal. All right. Just, well, actually it looks a lot hotter on camera than it is in person. But I'm just going to start by knocking down the corners. Like so. This keeps the point from cracking or anything. Aw, thanks. I'm a big fan of you, Nathan Bosman, with your very accurate title. Anyways, I'm losing brain power. It's only like 12, so that's kind of a shame. But yeah, so I knocked down the corners as such. And now I'm going to keep on forging. I don't know why you guys want to see this again, because this is pretty much the same process I'll like start a new live stream and then get different viewers, and then it's like I can repeat it all because they haven't seen it. But now you guys are just getting the whole repeat in the same moment, if you get what I'm saying. Ah, this is not coming down. I'm very warm, and my vest isn't coming off. My life is such a struggle. I think I'm trapped in my vest. Nope, we got it. And check out this really nice pristine shirt. It's my crop top. Where'd my glove go? There we go. Don't want this hammer. Don't want this hammer. And there we are. Now the question is, how do I make a kukri again? I haven't made a kukri in a long time. Shrek. You guys are very goofy. All right. Knock down the corners some more. So we're knocking down the corners as such. Whew. I don't know if you know this, but blacksmithing is actually a little tiring. You use up like a small portion of energy. But I will go on. There we are. And keep on going. Can you make another one? Yes, another. All right, boys. We'll just do like a 24-hour live stream. I'll just make knives constantly. And I'll have like an average between like 5 to 2 viewers, I'm guessing. And it'll be just splendid. Oh. Good idea. I'm sure. It'll really like boost my channel in it's, I don't know. It'll boost my channel views, I'm sure. My average like 100 views per video kind of thing. Not even. I think I got like 20 views on my last live stream. So, but we'll get there. One video at a time. Now, I'm trying to remember how to make a kukri. They're not that easy. Like, they're a very unique shape. Like, if I recall correctly, I need to do something of this sort. That kind of blade shape. And that is not an easy shape to just forge. We'll see how it goes. So I need to knock the point back, center a little. Like so. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to thin out this area a little because it needs to drop in a bit. So I'll keep going on the next heat, but this point needs to drop down, and it's going to have a very more, well, a kukri shape, like I'm trying. It is a good challenge. I haven't made a kukri in like maybe 5 years, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, if I mess up, it's just live on the internet forever, so that's always a confidence booster. There we are. Whew. Okay. Boy, grab it. All right. So let's just drop this down a bit. This is looking like a splendid shape. You can hardly see it with all the color distortion on the camera, but it's kind of a lovely shape. I think I need to over-curve it though. So, on the last knife, you saw when I beveled it, it started like curving back. So because the kukri has a really far drop point, when I start to bevel, it'll curve out again. But I don't want it to curve out. I need it to stay drooping down. So I need to overbend it before I start beveling. So this is kind of like the idea of the shape, right? So I'm going to notch in the handle right about here. We're making a small blade. These are all like small pocket knife pocket knife things, whatever. So I just got the groomsmen to pick what blade shape they wanted, that they liked most. So this one's a kukri, but it's going to be like blade length about that long. Usually kukris are like yay long, but we're not doing that. Not yet, at least. There we are. So, right there. What time is it? Oh, shoot. Okay, the knife that's in the oven needs to come out now. Perfect. Okay. It doesn't actually need to come out yet. It just needs to cool off. So, I can show you that when it's cooled. It's a very nice looking knife. It'll be a sneak peek to the next video, I guess. All right, now I'm just gonna notch in the handle right about here. I'm just saying, this is actually kind of looking like a kukri. And that is a good sign for things to come. Whew. Right. This is pretty good. I haven't actually been in my shop in a few weeks, so it's nice to just get out here and forge away. Okay, I guess not a few weeks. I was out here like 5 days ago making a knife, so I lied. I'm sorry, but it feels like forever. I've been working. I've been busy with other stuff. I've been ignoring my friends. You know, the usual things here and there. But now I'm forging again, and it's good. Life is good. Oh. And let's just forge down the handle a little. All right, so we got the handle just drooped in a bit. Let's get back to the blade. We're gonna distal taper it, which means, I'm gonna go like this. The spine up here at the tip is just as thick as the handle area, but we need the tip to, well, taper down thinner. But that'll also add some length to the blade, which is actually a good thing. So let's get on it. It was like freezing cold in here an hour ago, and now I'm sweating. Oh, how things change. What time are we at? Almost an hour. I think I can finish this knife in 8 minutes. Only one way to find out. Oh. All right. Distal taper time. Now, I think, well, it's not really enough, but I think I'll leave it there. So that's thinner there, and that's thicker there, and that's what we want. That's a good thing. And now I have 7 minutes to finish this thing. So let's get on it. I'm now going to bevel the blade like we did on the last knife, where the cutting edge is thinner than the spine. So let's bevel this kukri. Whew. Good stuff. Keep going. All right. Beveling. So I'll have to do another heat beveling, but you see how it started to spread out? The edge is getting thinner. Well, you can hardly tell. The edge is getting thinner than the spine, which is what we want. But let's get another heat on it. The shape is getting away from us. It's looking a little wonky, so I'm going to need to refine that as well. All right. All right. There we go. Let's just give this a couple of taps here and there. Find that. And then back to beveling. That's looking pretty good. So, I am actually kind of liking this blade shape. We are going to need to trim this point back though, because it's getting way too far up. It's supposed to be more centered than that, but it's not going to get where the soapstone mark is. It's not going that far back, but actually, it will be kind of close to that. 3 views, it's fine. I enjoy this sort of stuff, and I'm having a lot of fun, so that's what enjoyment means. And we went to 4 views! Life's crazy! So, yeah. I'm gonna keep going. Hopefully you guys continue to enjoy this. All right. So I'm just going to bevel the blade to another heat. Well, I've already beveled. I'm going to refine the bevels with one more heat, and then we're going to work on the handle. Whew. There we go. Yeah. So I'm quite liking this shape, this blade shape. However, this blade shape is going to be unbelievably difficult to grind because whenever you have that concave edge, you can't actually get in there with a belt grinder. So that'll be a struggle for another day. So now that we have the blade shape rough forged like this, we're going to work on the handle, and I'm going to take the ball peen and spread the spine in the handle area to give it a lot more thickness and girth. I guess that's what it is, yeah. Woo-wee. There we go. So this is a sneak peek at the flaying knife I'm working on. This is for my 80-year-old grandpa. I'll have a full video out in the next week or two, and it'll be all finished. This thing's really nice, and it's made on the same material as these knives. However, this one's going to get an actual wicked-looking handle, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe and follow along, because you don't want to miss out. All right. Now, where's my ball peen? There it is. So the handle's a little short right now, as you can kind of tell. So I'm gonna just keep knocking it down with the ball peen, and then we're gonna cut it off, flip it around, refine it all, and then we'll be done. And we only have 1 minute to do it, but I don't think we will. Well, I don't think we'll get it done in 1 minute. I wanted to. It would have been like a 10-minute knife, but I should at least try a little bit on these because they are for people. So. So I know it's kind of surprising, but working by fire is actually kind of hot. And I think that's why I'm starting to sweat a little. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Thumbs up. All right. Now to knock this down a bit more to lengthen the handle. That's a little more. There we go. Now, this handle has a bit more girth to it. If you look at the spine compared to the blade spine, we have a lot more thickness, which will work fit a lot better in the hand with a leather wrap around it. Don't you? So it's actually kind of a crop top. I'm just wearing an undershirt right now, and it's my blacksmithing shirt. Yeah, because I'm a blacksmith, and I'm cool like that. But if I was shirtless, you could see my belly button right there. And maybe that's how I'd get more viewers. I'd be like one of those scandalous women with their crop top on, and I could like pose like this, and all the viewers would just flock to me. That's the plan, guys. We figured it. We cracked the code. Man. Sometimes my intellectual prowess surprises me. All right. I'm just going to touch up the handle a little more, and then we're going to cut it off. There we have it. Still trying to feel out if this handle's too small. No, it's around the same length as the other ones, so I think we're doing good. We're going to do that, and we're going to do that. All right. Now, just like the other knife, we're going to cut a diamond shape on the butt end, and that'll give us just a nice finishing off aesthetic. And this knife, wow, I can't even talk anymore. This knife will be done then. So that's pretty sweet. That'll be 3 knives out of the 5 finished. Woo-wee. Well, finished forging. They still need to be ground and heat treated in the handles. But that'll be another day. That will be another day. All right. Cut off hardy. Bada bing, bada boom. Actually, I want it this way. Hammer. And then we'll just be hitting the metal on the cut off hardy like so. Hopefully not cutting off our finger like that. Aren't I just the safest person around? It's crazy. Oh. Good stuff. I need to finish this sword really badly. I've been procrastinating doing it for so long. It's a Link's sword, the Master Sword from Zelda. But it's nowhere near done, so you can hardly tell that's what it is. Alright. Let's cut off this bad boy. Right about yonder. Like so, and man, I'm not really too pleased with that, but like so. Let's just give us a couple of taps to straighten it out and break it off. And break already, big boy. Break already. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. It's breaking. I swear it's breaking. There we go. And the knife is done. Perfect. Isn't it great? That's a joke. This is our pretty much finished knife. And it'll need to be ground and finished off and everything. What type of steel are you using? This is 1095 high carbon steel. I find it works really well for the kind of crude work I do. It doesn't need to be heat treated too technically, but I do quench it in oil and motor oil, that is, and it works quite well. I've had a lot of success with this type of steel. However, you do have to be careful of burning it, which at the very beginning I did accidentally burn the first knife, but we don't talk about that because none of you saw it. None of you. Yeah, let's just finish this off and call this knife done. Oh. Holy. Nice to see ya. Well, welcome to the live stream. We're almost done the knife. And then once it's done, I think we'll probably call it good for the day. It's been about an hour, and that is... I mean, I've blacksmithed much longer than an hour before. However, talking while doing it and trying to work precisely is kind of difficult. Well, it's not well, I can't even say it. Incognito when you just say your name like that, but I do know who you are. And we're burning it. There we go. Yeah, so welcome. I'm just going to finish off this handle, and then we'll pretty much be there. Should probably get this. Wow, that's always so fun, dropping the knife. Totally not. All right, I quit. No, we're good, we're good. Just dropped it on my boot and burned my boot a little bit there. All right. Well, we lost all of the heat that we were just using there, so these tongs are now too small. They're not getting around the big girthy point there. So I'll switch the tongs, and then I'll be able to forge the butt of the knife. Tongs. All right. We're just gonna use the big boy tongs. I hope you have steel. Yeah, totally steel toe boots. I'm not gonna show you them. You're welcome, Bunley. This has been a lot of fun. I hope if people watch this video after it's like uploaded to my account, they enjoy the whole groove we produced with your woodworking comments, which I very much thoroughly enjoyed and was not offended at all, because I'm not a woodworker. I am the best blacksmith around. I'm the best blacksmith in about a 10-kilometer radius. That I know for sure. There we go. What else is this? Oh, goodbye, coal stover. I'm not a carpenter, though. But thank you for sticking this through with me. It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed. And perhaps I'll make more knives in the future, and you can come along and watch. But yeah, we're almost done. Just going to finish off this butt end, and then we'll call it. Shut up, Silas. I know I'm the only blacksmith in a 10-kilometer radius. That's why I said it. In about a 15-kilometer radius, there's a master blacksmith, and I don't compare to him at all. So, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that at all. And let's just get this nice and forged out. All right. I think that is kind of where we want it. Yeah, I'd say that's about good. Got a nice girthy handle, and that's kind of what we're looking for. What are you saying? Thank you, Nathan. I hope I have a little more success on the next live stream, but this was good. To the 10, yeah. Not because of your abilities, but because of who you are. Combination of that means so much to me. Thank you, Nathan. I hope you have a lovely day and just enjoy it to the fullest. And I'll see you on the flippity flop. But yeah, there we go. If you guys have enjoyed the live stream and aren't subscribed, consider subscribing, because that'd be pretty epic. I'm going to call this knife, I think, good. At least for now. There's going to be a lot of touch-up done later on. I want to show you guys the knives, though. This one's hot, so I can't really hold it. Wait, hold on. All right, there we go. So, here we are. Thank you, Silas. There we go. These are the 3 knives I've gotten forged so far. They are groomsmen's gifts. I will make 2 more probably on the next live stream. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably post something about it eventually. But yeah, also stay tuned for the next video coming out, which will probably be this flaying knife. It's almost done. I'll have to do some more work on it. But yeah, I got a lot of knives on the go. So stick around, come back next time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.